my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a crowd. Well done. It's the alcohol they got here early. Welcome to this week's Life's a Pitch TV. I'm Mark Murphy. I'll introduce you to the team in a moment or two and to our special guest this week. First of all, though, a big thank you to our sponsors. Our main sponsor is DPS Tech. Also, thanks to All About Hearing marketing company Ginger Pickle, Forward Floors, Come Hither Design, the Hudson Group, Sound 4 Pro Audio, Venue 16, Fred Olsen Logistics, John Keeble Cars in Bramford, the Dove in Ipswich and Ashford Wright. And the sofa is sponsored by DPS Tech. Let me introduce you to the team. Terry Butcher. Hooray! Russell Osman. Hooray! From twtd.co.uk, it's Phil Ham. Hooray! And on technicals tonight, Richard and Mark over there. Hooray! And you are our capacity crowd. What we need is a special guest. Tonight we have someone who's not only played alongside our legends in residence, but he starred in a movie with one. Big round of applause, make some noise. Kevin O'Callaghan! So while since they've cheered you from a town crowd, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing.
Nice to hear.
Yeah, full up.
Yes, it doesn't get much bigger than this, our capacity crowd. And aren't they good tonight, Butch?
They're very good. They're always good, but this is the best one we've ever had, I think.
I think so, yeah.
It's amazing. And Dave is back with the sausage rolls.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fueled by beer and sausage rolls. That's
And
all they come for.
And the dodgy shirt.
And the dodgy shirt. It's got a yellow shirt.
Hold on. If you're on about clothing, where's the Tilburys, Kev?
Don't wear them.
No socks?
No.
You're not you don't afford socks? No, you can't buy them?
It's
Get them on the market, something like that?
It's a London thing.
Oh, it's a London thing.
There are so many stories to share tonight. I've already been told that we're not going to hear all of them, unfortunately, unless we get Kev another beer, perhaps. So keep it coming, and then perhaps we'll do that. What are you up to these days?
I'm living in just outside London in Kent, working for a mate of mine who's got an engineering company. Yeah, and playing a bit of golf when I'm not injured.
Do you get up here much to watch the town or not?
Not really, no. Come out last year once and watched. It was easy to get tickets then. I mean, can't get a ticket now, can you? So, and it's funny because my daughter was born here. The day that I left, that she came out of a hospital, we moved to Portsmouth. And so she's never been here, so she's coming up here. She's 38 now.
Fantastic, brilliant.
So they're all coming up.
Brilliant.
And have you got the grandchildren coming to the game?
Yeah, they're coming up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're excited.
You pay for the tickets, yeah?
Had to pay, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
No comps this time.
That's not like you, Kevin, but there we are.
I know, it's broke my heart. Don't worry about that.
Grandad mode.
What do you think of how they're doing this season?
Oh, I think they're doing amazing. I've been watching quite a bit, and I think he's done a great job. Shame about last week at Cardiff, wasn't it? I turned it off thinking it was 1-0. Yeah, was it 95th and the 100th minute?
Yeah.
I think some of the players turned off as well.
Yeah, I know. I could not believe it. But anyway, I think they'll get back on track tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about the game in detail in a moment or two. But, I mean, it's beyond all expectations this season, isn't it? So whatever happens, it is a season to remember, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, from getting if they get in the playoffs, I mean, they're in the playoffs, but it's a bonus. And just to build on for next year, if they get up, it's going to be tough, but you've got to get there, haven't you?
Yeah, you have. And we all think we're going to get there, don't we? Yeah. Say it with a bit more confidence.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going for top 2, don't forget. Don't let me down. What's it like seeing these two boys again?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Every time I see them, we always have a laugh. And Butch always takes the mickey out of me.
There's no change there tonight.
No, definitely no change there. But no, it's great to come up. I love coming to Ipswich. Me and my wife... we loved Ipswich. We always said, when I'm packing football, I'd come back. But, you move back to London, you have kids and you grow up around that area. So, but it's always special to come up here.
And you're back for the Players' Reunion dinner as well, which is always a special night, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. I love it. So, yeah, it's a special club. Not many clubs do this. I play for Millwall. We got promotion. Best team they've ever had. I think I've never, ever been invited to a Players' Do. Or a reunion, it's ridiculous. But this club,
I mean, that's Millwall, isn't it? For you. So no, but you're inducted in the Hall of Fame 2022. You remember that night?
Yes, I can. You took the mickey out of me all night.
Slaughtered you that night. Yeah,
Absolutely
fun.
Absolutely battered me. Yeah.
No. But it won't be that bad tonight.
Okay.
Well, it might be, but it won't be that bad. But no.
Not to start with, anyway. So, and it's a relief for those who are getting inducted this week that you're unfortunately not there this week. So you won't be able to take the mickey out of them.
Mate, you made one of them cry, didn't you?
Well, he wasn't crying because of me. No, he was crying with emotion.
I think it's a bit of a mix of both.
Yeah.
What was his name?
It was Gavin Johnson.
Gavin Johnson.
Gavin Johnson came up and he was in tears coming onto the stage, and tears on the stage, and then tears when he went off the stage. And
he got pushed onto the stage. He didn't really want to go, did he?
Didn't really want to go. He couldn't believe it. And then we had David Linigan. I asked him loads of questions, and I got yes, no, maybe, yes, no as the answers. That was arm in arm. This was.
What was it like to make your debut? It's all right.
That was funny, hard work. Yeah.
And then you got up.
Oh yeah. That was funny.
I think you were on. Were you not on first? And then the other two came along.
The other
so
two
we went
killed it,
from
didn't
being
they?
right up there, standard-wise, to right down there.
And I drink on camera.
I felt really
Yes.
bad. I felt really bad after that, because you sort of think, well, you started off really well with Cali, and then all of a sudden it's just plummeted. So
That was funny.
yeah.
Never mind. You did your best.
Well, yeah, I was like an old pro. I'm going to work my arm. I worked my backside off. Yeah.
Were you going to say work your arse off then?
I was going to
think
say
you were,
that.
weren't you?
Beep.
I think you were.
And who's the
Kevin,
first one?
Was that your finest moment on stage?
No, not really. I think my finest moment was falling off the stage, wasn't it?
And where was that?
In Portugal at the Bobby Robson Classic.
Just a golf tournament?
I'd had one or too many to drink.
Right, okay.
And
You won it as well, didn't you?
I won it, yeah. And I sort of had a little bit of a tumble and knocked a shirt off the stage.
You fell backwards.
Was that me?
Did you feel backwards?
I sort of fell backwards, yeah. And,
right off the stage. It was brilliant.
Oops.
yeah, it was
great.
funny.
Yeah. That was better than your birdie that you had on the course as well, wasn't it?
You're a bit like Del Boy, weren't you? You just disappeared for a minute and then you popped up. No.
No, I don't think I disappeared. I think the shirt disappeared. It weren't me.
More of this to come, but let's take a look at the season so far, sponsored by the Dove in Ipswich. Come on, Phil, bring us up to date.
Yes, well, we've already said it, haven't we? How did we lose that game, honestly? I mean, people switching off. Cardiff fans were leaving in droves past me. And, 95th minute, 100th minute. Incredible, really. It was just, they didn't really threaten at all, Cardiff, until time added on. When they, for some reason, just put us under unrelenting pressure. They weren't in the game at all. We'd obviously gone ahead. Kiefer Moore, lovely goal.
That was a superb goal, wasn't it?
It was. And you thought, well, we'll see this out, because we're so used to seeing us see games out now, because we are quite confident in that situation, aren't we? We're used to it. And I think that as you grow as a team, you get used to that, don't you, I think? And really it was very uncharacteristic of us just to kind of what's the word?
Switch off?
No, it was just kind of let pressure get to us, and do you know what I mean? Just allow them to keep coming, not find our way out. I mean, Kieran McKenna afterwards said that he'd made all his substitutions to try and get the goal to get ahead, and so he kind of had a more attacking side on the field than he probably would have wanted at that stage to sort of see it out. But I mean, even so, I think kind of there's some very soft defending there, and I think maybe they ran out of steam. They've had a lot of away games in heavy conditions, but it was very frustrating. It was a game we should have won, and it's one we could rue ultimately at the end of the season.
Well, yeah, it's going to be topsy-turvy, isn't it, between all of the teams? The top four, I think we're going to win, going to lose, going to draw. It's good. There's still a lot of football still to play. Who went to Cardiff? Yeah, a few of you went to Cardiff. A silent trip home, I think, wasn't it? A bit of a shock for us, really. What did you make of it, Russ?
Well, I was a little bit disappointed, to say the least, Mark. Especially when you look at like the last goal. We've got everybody back in the 18-yard box, and they've got 5 blue shirts in there. So we've got 11 against 5, and we didn't deal with it. That's just disappointing. But things like that happen now and again, and sport in general has got a habit of kicking people up the backside when they least expect it. Whether you're playing golf, whether you're playing football, and you go up and the game is dead, and suddenly it happened against us. Was it against Norwich a few years ago? Was that right?
Well,
They're on fire tonight. Well done. Can I just
but
before you go on,
things do happen.
the yellow shirt is not a Norwich shirt, is it? It's a proper Ipswich one, just to clarify in case anybody's watching.
It's the old away one. Yeah.
Oh, the old away shirt. Yeah. Sorry, Russ. Go on.
No, things like that do happen in sport, and sometimes you just have to hold your hand up and say, all right, it's happened, let's just move on and try and make sure it doesn't happen again. I think it will have shocked one or two of the players.
Terry, we're going into an international break as well, so this coming weekend is very important.
Yes, it is. I mean, I think they've got the right team as well. Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, they've had a few victories lately, but Portman Road has been a very strong base for the club and for the team. So I can see Town just really not running riot, but doing very well. It's a sort of game which suits them, and I think they will be hurt by that. I was driving down to Oxford and it was 1-0, and I'm like, wow, it's virtually the last few minutes. So I was quite happy that I thought we'd won, like you, Callie, watching the television and that sort of thing. And I looked at the result and I couldn't believe it. I thought, how do we lose 2-1? But you do. We've won lots of games at the end of the 90 minutes into added time as well. So you've got to take the rough with the smooth. But I think that makes you even more fired up. So it's important to get a win against Sheffield Wednesday. Then you can go into the break, and the breaks always seem to have helped Town. I know they help other teams because they don't play, but it gives them a chance then to really, think about what's coming up. After that, there'll be 8 games left, so 4 at home, 4 away. Tricky patch when you go, Southampton at home, Norwich away, and then you've got Coventry away, and Hull away. I think towards the end. So, games that, if you don't get, obviously, if you don't. You deserve to go up and finish second or first if you can beat these teams, and I think they've got the ability to do that and the squad to do that as well.
And I think
it's all still to play. Sorry, Phil, it's all still to play for, Kev, isn't it? The top 3, 4, sort of battling it out there, especially the top 3 at the moment. I mean, it's so tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very tight. I've been there twice in that division, and it's very nerve-wracking, and it's who can hold their bottle, really, at the end of it.
You're certainly holding your bottle all right down there.
Well, I was, yeah. That was the only bottle I've ever been good at.
Was that experience that did that? You hold that bottle right, yeah?
Yeah, no, so who can play, under pressure. And as you said, like last week, it's tough because they're going into like 95 and 100th minute. And if they're the team that's been going forward, putting it in, and you're going to see a lot of games. I mean, most goals are scored, we know, don't we, between 80 and 90 when teams are getting tired. Yeah, it was a tough one to take, really.
I think after the break, once everybody comes back after the international break, what is it? It's going to be 8 games. That's like going into the final furlong. It's Cheltenham week, and you can watch all the horses there. They get into that final furlong, and it's the team that has still got something left in the tank, and I'm sure
squeaky bum time, isn't it? Huh?
Call it what you like, Kev.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It is squeaky bum time, but that will last for a few weeks. It'll be game after game after game, and you've got to hold your nerve.
Is not the last game, Phil? Is not the last game Leeds or Leicester versus Leeds, or
Leeds and Southampton?
Leeds and Southampton.
Yeah, they play last game, which is.
So,
but I think there's a lot of pressure, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? The pressure will grow as it goes on, and you'll get some funny results, won't you? Particularly, you look at the bottom of that table.
If you go win, I don't think the pressure mounts then.
No, but I think
lose pressure mounts.
Yeah.
Quickly.
But I think there will be games where, because you look at the bottom of that table, there's a lot of teams that it's incredibly close, and everyone, with the exception of Rotherham, are playing for something, aren't they? Yeah. So you can see there being some slightly kind of odd results here and there, and as you say, like maybe Leeds or someone will lose a game and the pressure grows a little bit, or us, it's going to be a bit up and down as it goes along. I don't think it's going to.
How far ahead Leicester were at one point?
Yeah, I was just going to say Leicester have
clawed that back.
Struggled a bit, haven't they, last few weeks?
Yeah, well, I think you could have said. I think people a few weeks ago were saying that Leicester were all but promoted, weren't they? And now you could probably look at Leeds perhaps being the favourites for the title.
The teams at the bottom of the table will be trying just as hard as the teams at the top of the table.
Yeah, and it's
fighting for your life, fighting for promotion or fighting for your life.
But then it comes down to the quality that you've got and the quality of your mental strength as well as the your physical strength. And I think when you look at Town, you'd say they have the ability to put teams away and to score goals. They do score goals, lots of goals.
And they have got an experience of being promoted last year. And I think that's quite important, isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely, yeah.
Being a team that knows how to get over the
It's
line.
like if you go a racing analogy as well, they've been over the course before, sort of thing. So.
And it was so nip and tuck.
It was pretty good. I was really pleased with
Been
that.
watching Cheltenham as well.
Watching Cheltenham today, was you?
I was watching Cheltenham today. Yeah.
It was so nip and tuck last
Any
season,
winners?
just like it is now, isn't it? You know, it's the same kind of running for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing your David Linnigan impression.
As long as you don't start crying.
Yeah.
I won't start crying.
No.
Not until you speak, anyway.
Anyway, we're all expectant of the weekend, and we'll make a lot of noise at Portman Road, that's for sure. How did you end up at Portman Road then?
Well, I obviously signed for Millwall, signed apprentice for Millwall. I could have signed for loads of clubs, but I had a little feeling that Millwall was going somewhere. We ended up winning the FA Youth Cup. Like for Millwall was massive, and then from that time on, there was loads of clubs coming in, and Millwall was skint. And yeah, Bobby Robson come down one day, and that was it. Really.
What was that like? What was that conversation like? Did you know he was coming?
I knew he was coming, yeah. And my manager, it was funny because my manager said to me, "Don't worry, I'll sort out your contract. I'm going to get you this. I'm going to get you that." And he come out nearly crying. George Petchey it was. He said, George Burley's only on such and such, and you can't expect that. You know, you're just a young player. What I didn't know, and what he didn't tell us at the time, is that George Burley was running his contract down. Anyway, yeah, that was it. And we negotiated a few things, and yeah, I come up.
What did Bobby call you, Brendan? Or not Kevin?
I think it was Paddy.
Was it Paddy?
Yeah.
Because there was a Brendan O'Callaghan that played.
Yeah, Brendan. I played with him. Yeah, Stoke. Yeah, I played with him for Republic. Yeah.
His initials BO. And he had bad BO, didn't he? Remember, we had to mark him. Well, I marked him because he was a bigger, and he stunk. And Bobby Robson on the sidelines, get tighter, Putzer, get tighter. I'm like, no. If I'm going to get tighter, please break my nose. Yeah, bloody hell.
Stay downwind a bit.
Oh dear. So you arrive at Portman Road. What was that like?
Yeah, I arrived at Portman Road. Remember, you know, at the time didn't really know. Obviously, they'd just won the FA Cup, so
Yeah, some big names.
Yeah, and didn't really realise what I was getting into. You know, didn't realise because it was just on the crest of a. There was just. I mean, I signed in maybe December, and I don't think you lost a game till the end of the season that year. Didn't you end up coming second or third?
No, we lost a lot in the end.
No, that year?
Yeah.
Did you? But I remember. Oh,
no, was that 79?
79, 80,
Yeah, no, we were unbeaten.
You went
Yeah.
unbeaten.
That was the second year.
Yeah.
And
Third in the table.
you know, I remember making my debut at Everton, and Gates is scoring the best goal I've ever seen in my life. 3-1-2s, top corner. So that was my away debut. My home debut was next week against Man United. And what was that, 6-1, 6-0? 6-0. Yeah.
6-0.
So that was my two.
It's not a bad start.
Coming on, I came on a sub. I didn't play.
Yeah. Not a bad start. 6-0 at home.
No, and
Manchester
then.
United.
But I'm looking at this football, thinking, Jesus, this is. It was amazing. It was just like, yeah, how am I going to get into that team? You know?
Well, he didn't.
No, never. No.
That's cruel, Terry.
That's a bit cruel, isn't it?
It was cruel, but I'll take it on here. Yeah.
I know you can take it.
You
As
knew
well,
what you were walking into tonight, didn't you? Yeah.
I did have splinters, yeah. Sitting on that bench too much. But no, I had the best seat in the house, really, to watch what they were doing. It was just fantastic. And it was just football, like, you know, with the Dutch boys, and, you know, it was just on another level.
But when you did come on, it was very rare. But when you did come on, you played a big part, especially the 80-81 season as well, didn't you?
Yeah,
in the UEFA Cup run.
Yeah, but I came on. Now that was a disappointing thing because I came on at every game except the final. Yeah. Which, that medal. You know, I loved the medal, but yeah, I would love to have come on in the final. But it was a tight game, wasn't it? So, but I would have scored.
How many subs were there then on that night?
I think in Europe there was a few, wasn't there? Was there a few?
You had 3, couldn't you, in Europe?
Right.
Yeah.
But in the league, was it 1 or 2? Still
1 back
one,
in those
one
days,
was it?
yeah.
Just you.
Just me, yeah, permanent.
What was it like though? I mean, you obviously were joining a team that was flying high, as you say, and then this European run just keeps going on and on and on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was. These players these days, or not the players so much, the managers are moaning about how many games they play and blah blah blah. But we was having a great time. We was just loving every minute of it. I didn't play so much, so you can ask them more, but they didn't look tired to me. Maybe towards the end of the season, as Butch said, a couple of seasons we started to lose a few towards the end, but it was my best time in football by a mile.
Great time.
Did you think that the training was harder than the game sometimes as well? The intensity of the.
Well, it was for me.
Yeah,
I was on the bench.
No, but the training was unbelievable with all the players and the ability and all that sort of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you got a team like that, and before you know it, you're 2 or 3-0 up, and you're just cruising, and the class and the quality was just. Well, I mean, we should have won the league, shouldn't we? We should have won the league at least.
Was a treble season almost in a way. Should have been.
Yeah,
knocking what you did with the UEFA Cup,
maybe the size of the squad and suspensions and injuries towards the end of the season. But no, it was.
But we had good fun training though as well. I mean, five-a-sides on a Monday.
Well, you
morning.
might have done.
Yeah, but you enjoy the
I
five-a-side.
had Fergie on me back every 2 seconds, didn't I?
Yeah, Fergie loved you, didn't he?
He loved me, Fergie.
Bobby
yeah.
Ferguson loved the Londoner.
He loved it. Yeah. If you weren't a Geordie, you had no chance with him.
This is true. So it's you, Trevor Putney.
Yeah, Trevor Putney came in later. I used to get it before Putney. Yeah, he came in and got a bit of stick off him later on, but I got it most of the time. There was a story when I just bought my new car, full Capri, and loved it. Parked it at the ground, and I can hear Fergie going around saying, "Who's got the number plate?" Blah 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 blah. I'm going, I didn't even know my number plate at the time, and I've only just picked it up. And Gatesy said to me, "Oi, Callie, is that you?" I went, "Why?" He said, "Someone's parked in his spot." So I've gone out, and I can remember thinking, I thought, "Oh my God, it's him!" And as I've come down the corridor, he's come along. He went, "Get in here, you!" He took me in the drying room, wanted to beat me up.
For parking in his spot?
He wanted to batter me. Yeah, he would, wouldn't he?
He probably would do, yeah.
He wanted to batter me. I went to Robson and said, "Who is this idiot? What is he doing?" But yeah, that was my introduction to. That was about a week after I signed. So I thought, I'm going to get on well with this fella.
But then did Gatesy or anybody tell you to park in that spot?
No, it was just I came in, it was just a spot under the gym, wasn't it? You remember?
Yeah. With Fergie on the wall in front of
Ah, yeah. It's on the warpath, yeah.
He was quite a character, wasn't he?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. He weren't my favourite person, but yeah, I mean, he was a good coach,
A different style of doing things, perhaps.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, best leave it at that, I think.
I think so, yeah.
So you were an out-and-out left winger, weren't you?
Yeah.
But the team, as it started, tended not to have a winger in it, did it?
No. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So you were the kind of alternative when they sort of switched the system during the game?
I think when they were struggling a little bit, I used to come on and inject a bit of pace into the game, and so I was left winger, playing on right a little bit.
I remember was it Liverpool when you...
Someone was it you was telling me just that, or was it someone else? Yeah.
No, someone else, yeah.
Mr. Ray, yeah.
Yeah.
Right foot.
Yeah. I mean, must be one of your sort of top...
Hold on.
Did you
Recap.
Have we got that on tape?
Did you cross the ball with your right
I
foot?
crossed the ball with my right. I was a good crosser with my right foot.
Were you?
Yeah, I just couldn't ping it.
Right. I didn't see it many times.
I get the hook right. Just get the hook on it,
But it was a little trick, wasn't there? A little tricky way past someone sort of just inside the half, and then sort of went... And then Mitch Devray, bullet header, wasn't it?
Yeah. I remember that, yeah.
And 1-0 win, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1-0.
Well, that must be one of the sort of top memories of your time at Town then, beating Liverpool in that era.
Yeah, I remember after the game, we went in the players' lounge, and Sammy Lee had got the fish, had been taken off because he let me go past him, and he came up to me and threatened me. He said, "You."
Hang on, Sammy Lee threatened you.
Threatened me, yeah. I wasn't going like that.
Sammy Lee's only that.
Hey.
Sammy Lee's only that big.
I said to him, "Sammy, go away." I said, "You remind me of Gatesy."
Did you always go out with Gatesy because he made you look really handsome? And was that right?
I used to wake up next to him. And
You woke up next to him?
I used to wake up next to him
Is he your roommate?
Yeah, he's my roommate.
Oh my
And
God.
I said, "Oh, Gatesy, you frightened the life out of me." Every time I turned over, I was having nightmares. But yeah, no, Gatesy took me.
What was Gatesy's paper? Because you could order papers, couldn't you? What was his? Was it the Racing Post, Gatesy's, or something like that?
Yeah, probably would be. Yeah,
Sporting Life.
Sporting Life. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. So I remember Gatesy was obviously we all know about his betting things, and when we come back from the film, we had a few dollars hidden away, didn't we? That we had to change up. Where's the tax man? Is there a tax man here? And
This is Escape to Victory. Isn't
Gates
it?
used to be knocking. Yeah, Gates used to be knocking on my door in the afternoon. Callie, come on, come change some of them dollars. I need a few quid. Say, go away, Gatesy, leave me alone. But yeah, he did love a gamble.
When you were waiting on the bench to come on, look at that team. We all remember that team. Who were the ones that kind of stood out for you that you just kind of in awe of? Because we're looking at players that were at the top of their game at that time. Who did you really admire the most?
I was in awe of all of them. I mean, like Jules Burley was probably the best right back I've ever seen or ever played with, you know. Obviously, Butch and Russell were flying. Arnold was my man because he was a left foot, you know, and I was left-footed. But no, everyone. I mean, the way Gatesy could turn around the box, Pelly's strength, and obviously Mariner, you know, held the ball up well. So no, I was in. It was the perfect team, really, wasn't it, at the time? And it was tough. You know, I thought I'd go there, this cocky little Londoner. You know, I'll get in that team straight away, but didn't work out that way, did it?
You played a crucial role though in that '81 UEFA Cup victory. What rounds stand out for you? Because everybody's got memories of those individual matches. Which ones stand out for you?
I think the what was the French team?
Saint-Etienne.
Saint-Etienne, yeah. I think that game stood out. So I remember it being a tough game, and yeah, I think that was the one that thought we might have a chance here. You know, who'd get through that game?
This was the away one.
The away one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough
And
game.
we battered them as well, didn't we, in the end?
Yeah,
4-1, 3-1. But
Give him a start.
Can you remember? Were you in Cologne? When
Yeah,
when
I was in
went on
Cologne, yeah.
'cause I thought I could, you know, when on the roller coaster.
Yeah, when we had the camera crew.
I could hear your voice. They were screaming. You were screaming on that thing. I was picked out. It's Callie. Whoosh. There you go.
They wouldn't do that day before a game now, would they?
This was some kind of theme park or something you went to.
Yeah, it was a theme park over there, and we had these camera crew following us, didn't we? And yeah, we were on this theme park. We were going on these silly rides, and we got a game the next day. So
Fantasia, well, but presumably it was to take the pressure off you, wasn't it?
yeah, probably, yeah.
It's not what you were expecting when you got there, Fantasia Land, was it?
just outside Soho.
No, we never expected that, and because we played Norwich on the Monday
Yeah.
and lost the game, then you just couldn't train. There's no point training.
So we played Saturday, we played Monday,
Yeah.
and we were playing Wednesday. And then coming back and playing on
We lost
Saturday.
against Arsenal on the Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
It's no surprise then with the size of the squad that
No.
you couldn't get over the line. In the
4
other two.
games in 8
Yeah,
days.
Amazing.
And the subs, one sub,
Yeah.
and actually it's 2 subs at that time in UEFA Cup, not 3.
And if you'd have seen the pitch at St Etienne
Yeah.
was absolutely diabolical.
And
And
yet you
Arnold
played-
Muir hit one first-time shot from outside the 18-yard box, and it's bobbling and bouncing, and then he's just walked up and just crashed it straight in the bottom corner. Unbelievable strike, considering.
And yet that's seen as the best performance of your
Oh, yeah.
style of football.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. But
Maras led from the front, didn't he? And we just backed him up from there.
yeah.
What can you remember of the night you won
The
UEFA Cup?
Yeah, I was a bit. Yeah, as I said before, I mean, I'd come on a sub in every game almost, and then I didn't get a looking in the final. So yeah, it was a
Little bit
bit.
disappointed
Yeah, I was a bit
personally, yeah.
disappointed. Yeah, but yeah, it was great to win it, you know. But you want to be part of it, don't you? Really, you know. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, but you know, it was brilliant, you know. So
Great scenes.
oh, amazing
Coming
scenes.
back
Yeah.
home here?
No, I didn't. I had to go off to with the Republic to Germany
Right.
that morning.
missed Cornhill?
I missed the. Yeah, I missed everything. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. My wife went on the bus, and I never.
Was it any good? Did you enjoy it? Brilliant, she says.
Yeah, so I missed that. So I was on international duty.
And then after that, of course, it was there were financial difficulties for the club, weren't there? That saw the players gradually, one by one, disappearing.
Yeah, so obviously I think was it because they built the stand
Yeah,
and
Pioneer stand.
struggling with that, and it was a shame really because but obviously with Robson going to England as well, that was that didn't help. But yeah, it was a bit of a
European
struggle.
ban as well, wasn't there, at the time? So
Oh, of course, yeah,
Yeah,
there was, yeah.
And Bobby Ferguson taking over, presumably. Yeah.
Yeah,
help
that definitely
your
didn't help me anyway. Yeah.
I mean, he did pick you sometimes.
No, he did pick me. Yeah, 'cause the best one was we played Man United. I think I can't remember. It was that game, and I was man of the match. Man United at home, and we had Derby away in a cup during the week. And he brought me in the office. He went, "Callie," he said, "You was brilliant Saturday, well played, but I'm dropping you for Wednesday." I was like, "Oh, I think I put a transfer in that day."
Right.
And yeah, that was that was it really.
We've got Will's here from Wicker Market. Got your programme there, Will?
Yes, I have.
Come right up to that microphone, because there's a little section in this programme. It's from '83, isn't it? This programme you've got.
By the way, I'm wearing my new shirt tonight. Got it for my
Oh,
birthday.
congratulations.
well done.
Thing of it.
Didn't have
Yeah.
your size
People
then,
keep
Will.
saying to me, "How old were you?" And I refuse to tell them. I just turn my back on them when they ask.
It's a good year.
But no,
16,
lovely,
isn't it?
lovely to be here with Kevin, and I remember him playing, particularly that goal against Liverpool when you made it for Mitch Devray. Fantastic. And I was the one who spoke to you earlier about it.
You was, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. But now I was looking through some old programmes today, knowing you're going to be here, Kevin, and I found this.
It's
little
on the
bit
back
here.
page under sub.
Sorry?
Back page under sub.
Well, he always had the crowd on the feet, didn't he, Kevin? Mind you, they're all standing anyway, weren't they? Then,
A comedian, isn't he? He's a comedian.
he was exciting, wasn't he? He was an exciting little player. No, this was in the programme for Birmingham City, and it's March the 5th, 1983. And it says, Kevin is Pioneer's choice. Pioneer's Player of the Month for February is winger Kevin O'Callaghan. It was a terrific month for the 21-year-old Air International, as he enjoyed his longest ever run at first team level in 3 years at Portman Road. He earned man of the match ratings at Carrow Road a fortnight ago. And last week finished second to Trevor Putney. Kevin's prize is a Super Pioneer radio cassette recorder. And this will be presented to him on the pitch before today's kick-off. Well done, Kevin.
Did you remember that?
Have you still,
No, I remember getting a few stereos. Yeah.
you
yeah.
still got the recorder?
No, I haven't. But do you know what? Because when we signed the contract with Pioneer, they give us a big stack system, and I didn't get rid of it until about 4 or 5 years ago. But now vinyl's come back, isn't it? So I'm gutted. I wish I'd have kept it.
Yeah.
Well, that would be rather fortunate with that sort of history.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't the Beat do a good trade in those, given a bit of cash for some of those?
Can't say.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just one last thing from this particular programme that I took a shine to. The headline is, Want to be a yokel. And that said, speaking of the Whitton branch, they informed me that they will be dressing up as yokels for their visit to Man City on March the 26th. Apparently, a friend in Manchester reckons everyone down here has straw in his hair. If anyone wants to join them, please get in touch. I'll get in touch.
Tractor Boys on tour. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Give them a
thank
round of
you.
applause, everybody.
Will.
That's nice, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
brilliant,
Do you
yeah.
remember, there were some good times there.
No, I remember getting a few cassettes, and yeah. And
When you say it was your best run, was it 2 games or something like that? Was it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Is it in there? It was probably that was probably the game after Man United when he dropped me,
Yeah.
and I didn't play again.
No, but I must say, when Fergie became manager, you got a lot more games.
Yeah, no, I
because
I
there
got a
was
lot.
people leaving as well, and
Yeah.
But no, I think,
And I'd had a good run, and I was playing well, and just as you say nowadays, players will put up with that, but I wanted to play.
Much more of a squad game
I'd had
now,
3
isn't it?
years of not really playing, and it was frustrating. I wanted to play, and I was happy, and then that happened, and so it weren't a good time for me. And then I asked for a transfer, and before I knew it, I was down at Portsmouth. So, yeah, We weren't brilliant.
But then at Portsmouth, you got regular games and the team did well.
Yeah, so I went to Portsmouth. We had a really good team. Bit of a team of nutcases, actually.
Well, that suits you down at the ground, to be honest,
Noel Blake, Billy Gilbert, and a few others. But yeah, we had a really good team. We lost on promotion by a goal average, by a point, and then we got promotion, obviously. I had a good time down there.
We've got to talk about your starring role alongside Russ in Escape to Victory, and I think Russ, are you going to lift your shirt up tonight, aren't you, for us? Do you want to stand up and lift your shirt up?
I will do very quickly.
Yeah, go on. Are you ready for this capacity crowd? Are you ready?
Yeah.
The oldest T-shirt he's
Blimey.
got. What are your memories of that? How just explain how you got chosen as one to go over.
I don't know. Anyone could go. He just said, if you want to go over there, do it. And I put my hand up. I went and said, you can wife or your girlfriend go out for 2 weeks. You might be out there for 3 or 4 weeks. And we just went over there to do the football. We didn't realise, obviously, because the players that they had doing the talking bits, they were foreign, and I said, we can't have this. We need, English-speaking players. Yeah, we just went and done a voice test and said, right, Tony.
Tony Lewis.
Tony Lewis, yeah. And I got it, yeah. Laurie Civil weren't very happy. I've since found out, actually. Yeah, I've since found out he weren't very happy. He's never told me with my face. But, and we ended up getting, like, me, Russell and Walkie, or they did dub Walkie's voice. You know that, don't you? Yeah.
Well, I think if Laurie Civil had a voice test, he would have got dubbed as well, wouldn't he?
Yeah, probably, yeah. That's probably why he didn't get it.
I mean, Laurie obviously wouldn't be very happy because it was you who ended up as the goalkeeper.
Yeah, in goal, yeah.
Yeah, so how did that happen?
No, so you just, but you're Tony Thing, you're a goalkeeper. I was like, okay, brilliant. And I just like playing in goal anyway, so. And it was on sand, so I loved it. It was brilliant, We had an absolutely amazing time. My first day there, because I lived in a block of flats, grew up in a block of flats looking over West Ham Football Club. And so the first day I've got Pele sitting here and Bobby Moore sitting there, and I've still got the picture. And it was like, wow, wherever, But yeah, we had such a good time out there. It was brilliant. Loved it.
How's the arm?
Well, yeah, that's another story, isn't it?
We've had quite a few people on social media asking you how your arm is.
Yeah,
just explain what happened in the film.
So obviously, Stallone had to get into the team, and I was a goalkeeper, so I had to break my arm to get him in the team. But I'll tell you a funny story. Obviously, I come back, and I hadn't played much. I played about 10 games into the season. I went to see Robson, went, I'm sick of this. I want to play. I said, there's a reserve team game, and I want to play. He went, no, we've got Norwich away tomorrow. He said, I need you tomorrow. I went, what, to come on the sub for 10 minutes? He went, I said, I want to play. He said, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll give you the first half. I went, okay, I'll take it. And I remember going through in the first half, clashing with the keeper, and I thought it was a clash of shin pads. And when I looked down, the arm that I broke in the film was snapped in half. Yeah. So how's that for a coincidence? And I didn't feel no pain until I got in the dressing room, and I had a glass of orange juice that was in the changing rooms, and got to the hospital. They couldn't operate until the next morning, so I had to go home with it's the worst night of my life. So that's a coincidence. I broke my arm in the film and ended up breaking it about 3 months later.
I mean, great time. I mean, to sit next to Bobby Moore and Pele.
Yeah, brilliant. And also, because I'd done the talking scene with Michael Caine had to break my arm, and he was because I was from Millwall. He was from Elephant and Castle, so he loved it, and he was brilliant with me, because I was really nervous about doing it with him, and he went, "Don't worry about it, you do it." And we done it in one take actually. So yeah, we had a great time, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good fun. I mean, Michael Caine was magnificent.
Michael Caine was brilliant. Yeah.
Bobby Moore,
Pele.
The gentleman Bobby Moore, he was great. Mike Summerby, the whole lot of them were great crack.
Of course. So how many of you went? Beat went, didn't he?
Yeah, Kevin went, Robin Turner went, Laurie, me, Kev, Walkie,
Coops.
Paul Cooper. He was Stallone's goalkeeping coach.
What was his double?
On that, yeah. Where do I stand at corners?
Wasn't
No
BT
idea.
Michael Caine's double?
Yes. Yeah. So Kevin was only out there a couple of weeks, I think. So he did a few of the football scenes with him. A lot easier playing with Kevin alongside you than it was with Michael Caine with his big cigar on the go. He used to come out for a bit of training with us now and again. He used to have this big fat cigar and he just drop it down in the prisoner of war camp. So it's good fun, great days, great fun.
Happy time for you.
Yeah, it was really good.
Stuff. Well, look, it's time on the show for something very special now.
Okay.
Can I call you Callie? Is that all right?
You can call me Callie. Yeah.
Okay. You've seen the leaderboard over there.
Oh, no, we'll do it live. Oh my God.
Yeah. You only get one crack at it. It's time for our Keep Me Uppy Challenge, sponsored by Ginger Pickle. Now, we do have to say, get well soon to Mr. Pickle, Tony.
He was in a right pickle, wasn't he?
He wasn't a right pickle. He got rear-ended in his car, and I think he's broken his arm as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, that's because Callie was coming on the show.
Yeah, in sympathy.
Sympathy vote.
So, Mr. Pickle, Tony, get well soon, won't you? Hey, look, we've got a football here. This is the ball that we use every week, same ball, and signed by everybody that's been on the show, including your good self.
I don't get a practice or nothing.
No, I'm afraid not, no. So that's our performance area over there. So if you want to go over there, he's got a bad knee.
See, if you've got socks on, you'd be
Any other injuries you want to
no socks on.
list?
So what we do
Put your socks on.
is we've got, so Phil's got the whistle, okay? Butcher's got the watch. You've got 60 seconds.
I just want to beat 10.
Just want to beat 10, okay? Which would knock Laurie Civil off, okay, and me. So confident, happy, wait for the whistle, and then once it hits the ground, that's it. All right?
You can use the wall if you want.
Or the ceiling.
Be careful over there.
Are you going to come around and count, by the way? We need you to count. So count his goes. Come around, don't be shy, come and count. That's it, you come and count.
Official
here,
counter.
All right.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh!
Watch me beer.
Well done! Come on!
I've got bad knee.
Well, I'll tell you
Now.
what. Butch only got 3.
Did he? Oh, that's good.
I got
Thanks, Mark.
That's a pleasure.
Cheers, Butch.
6.
Phil got 6. Well done.
I think after that show, I think Fergie was right, don't you?
Oh dear.
I needed to practice.
Never mind. We'll get you back again.
Okay.
Yeah. What was his training like, Fergie? Then what was he like doing training?
Yeah, I liked his training. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was, but yeah,
It was just very intense, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was
Fergie,
intense with the passing and stuff like that. But I mean, it made you better, so no, I enjoyed it.
There was a lot of running though, wasn't there?
A quiet week was a hard week, wasn't it? If we didn't have a midweek match, it was harder.
We didn't do it. I mean, pre-season. I remember. I liked the pre-season. We didn't. I hated doing like 5 mile, 10 miles, and stuff like that. But give me short. We used to do track work, didn't we? Quite a bit, and I used to love that.
Track work, hill work.
Yeah, I used to like that. I liked all that. I mean, it's really. I mean, it was different because I come from Millwall, where pre-season we were running around parks and stuff like that, and I used to hide in a bush and join in like a bit further down, because you give me long stuff and I'll switch off, but give me short stuff and sharp stuff and I'll do it. But I went to Portsmouth and we had the naval people taking us pre-season, and that was ridiculous. Oh, that was bad.
Weren't dragging guns around, were you?
Oh, we were doing all sorts of stuff. Yeah, we were doing it. You name it, he had us do it. Because Bally liked to run. Alan Ball, he was a marathon runner, so he loved it. So, but I
he was
hated
my
it.
childhood hero, Alan Ball.
Was he?
Fantastic, yeah. Loved him growing up.
Oh, I could tell you some stories about
Yeah,
him.
go on then.
Great fellow, wasn't he?
Come on, Callie, just 1 or 2. Come on.
1 or 2. What was the funny one? Oh, the funny one was when Paul Mariner signed for us. We were on pre-season over at the Isle of Man, and he told me the day before that we'd signed Mariners, and I said, "Oh, okay, brilliant." And so we're sitting in the bar, and Mariners come in. I said, "You all right, mate?" Blah blah blah. He said, "Yeah, I'm all right." I said, "What's he like?" I went, "He's all right." He said, "What? Why?" He said, "Well, I got in the car." And he sat down and he went to me, I spoke to my old man this morning. And Maris went, "Pardon?" and he knew. I didn't realise he knew, but he said, yeah, I spoke to him. I woke up and he was there on the pillar. His old man had been dead 10 years.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But he, and so he said, telling Maris and speak to his old man about him. He said, oh, he's going to be a good signing, son, and stuff like that, yeah. But yeah, he was mad, Bally. Half time, his hat used to go across the room, and yeah, but we had some good times with him, you know. He was a good coach.
Bally came home one night late from having a few sherbets in Southampton. I think he'd been down the Concord Club or something like that. And he was married to a lovely lady called Leslie, like yourself, Mark. And as he crept in the house, it was in the summer, so it was really late, and the sun was just coming up. It was that late, so it's like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And at the bottom of the stairs, he's creeping in, and he's knocked his golf clubs over. And it made a hell of a racket and everything. So suddenly there's this shout, Alan, is that you? And he's gone, yes, love, I'm just going out for a quick 9 holes of golf. He was a great lad. He was brilliant fun.
But he would lose his temper.
Right.
You know, he would like. We played away one day. I'll never forget it. And I lived near Portsmouth, but some of the boys lived near Southampton, Chandler's Ford, didn't they? So we used to go into this hotel, pick Vince Lair up, a few other players up. We played away and we won. It was a League Cup second leg at Wrexham. We won 2-1 or 3-1, but they scored a goal late on. And you could see him charging up and down the thing. And we got in the changing room and he weren't happy. And then we staying over the night and got on the coach next morning, no Bally. Sent the one of the direction to get him. He come back crying. He's had a go at him. Anyway, gets on the coach and he's like, right, Bally, apparently he's resigning. And it was, so got back on the Thursday afternoon. They always had a board meeting on Thursday. So he goes straight to the board meeting. Said, that's it, I've had enough of you lot. I've taken you as far. We'd been, got beaten 2 years on the trot by point and goal average. And I'm resigning. So he comes in, he tells us this, and he picks up a suitcase over there. And he's strolling out with it. I went, oi, Bally. He says, what? I went, that's my case you got there. and he chucked it at me. And then so the funny thing was, so we're all in the change room afterwards. And we knew, it weren't, well, we thought it weren't going to happen. So we're all there. So, right, a few of the boys have got to ring it. And I said, I'm not ringing him. I said, I'm telling you now, tomorrow he'll be there, Friday morning. All right, Callie, what do you want to do today? A little five-a-side? And next day, he was there, And a good thing about him, he didn't hold a grudge, so it was good. Well, that was another funny story, wasn't it, when I got taken off? We were playing a game, and to be fair, it was my fault. A ball come from the goalkeeper, and I've controlled it, and I should have turned, but for some reason I weren't playing very well, and I passed it back to Colbert. He's gone absolutely going ape on the sideline, and I've turned round, and as I've turned round, I've sworn at him, but the crowd went completely quiet, and you could hear this F off echoing round the ground. And so we were going to London. I said to Mandy, be ready about 5:30. I said, we'll go to London, yeah. And I turned up he took me straight off, so I turned up about 4:45. He said, what are you doing? I went, it's a long story. Anyway, bricked the papers up the next morning. He's got to learn to do this, he's got to learn to do that. So I used to go in with a few boys on the Monday, we used to live with each other. I said to the boys, look, I've got to go in, I've got to see Bally, I've got to speak to him. And I said, look, I'm really sorry, blah, blah, blah. And he was good as gold, He just went, forget it. I think just because I've gone in there and seen him, he appreciated it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was good. I like Bally, he was really good.
Yeah, as I say, one of my heroes growing up. Also this week, you mentioned Southampton. Alan Shearer said some nice things about you, Russ.
It did, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell everybody what he said. Go on, don't be shy.
That I'm probably one of the best two-footed players he's ever played with.
There we are, Russell Osman, everybody.
Did he mean as in two-footed tackles? Because I think, I mean, for me, you are the best at the two-footed tackles as well. So there we go.
I wasn't bad at that. Yeah, that's when it was allowed. From behind as well.
Oh, that's right.
I was also in his all-time 11. But he did that. He did that about 15 years ago. So, but it got Beckham and Giggsy and
Teddy
Sheringham.
We're all shocked here. Not shocked that you're in the team, Russell. but shocked that Alan Shearer actually said something that was quite interesting.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
I played with him. I played with him very early on in his career at Southampton, and one of the first few games we played, I think it was against Sunderland. And during the first half, there's an opportunity where he could have gone in with a goalkeeper, like 50-50, and he sort of backed off it a little bit. And I thought that's not the way to do things around here, because goalkeepers will go out and smash centre forwards when they get the chance. So at half time, I said to Shearer, I said, listen, you're going to get your backside kicked from pillar to post by centre halves and goalkeepers and stuff like that. When there's a 50-50 there with a goalkeeper, you make sure you put your foot in and look after yourself properly. 20 minutes into the second half, another 50-50 with the goalkeeper, and Shearer's gone straight through the goal. I think was it Jeff Salmon that used to play in goal at Sunderland? I think he put about 8 stitches down the inside of his shin then. But it toughened him up. He suddenly learned that, he had to stick up for himself as a centre forward from then on. Good.
Yeah, he did all right, didn't he?
He's okay.
Yeah, he went bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Right, don't forget our website. If you want to find out more about Life's a Pitch TV, go to our website, www.lifesaPitch.tv. We are going to have an end-of-season dinner, everybody. Hooray! Thank you. Sorry?
In here?
Not in here, no. It's slightly bigger than this. Although Sausage Roll Man could bring some sausage rolls.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Thank you, David. So check out the website. Keep looking at that. We'll have details of what we're up to. It's time now for Town News in Brief, sponsored by John Keeble Cars of Bramford, with Phil from twtd.co.uk.
I think I need a new hat. No, all right.
It means we have to redo the graphic, so keep that.
We'll like your hat.
You'll like the hat. Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah. Well, big news this week. Ipswich Borough Council unveiled its plans for a new aquatic centre and its master plan for the Portman Road area. The scheme, which was initially announced in July 2022 and has been drawn up in collaboration with Suffolk County Council and Ipswich Town, would see a new aquatic centre featuring pools, water flumes, a gym and fitness studios, as well as a soft play area and a cafe, a hotel and park areas built on the car park behind the Cobbold stand. In addition, a multi-storey car park would also be constructed in order to replace the spaces lost due to the new development. It's also proposed that Portman Road is rerouted into a curve to facilitate the club's redevelopment of the Cobbold stand, which is currently being worked on, but CEO Mark Ashton has been at pains to say is a longer-term project rather than an immediate priority. IBC's executive will consider the master plan next week, while the proposals will soon be submitted for planning approval. So if you've seen what they're planning, it's quite an extreme change. So there's a story on TWTD, the videos and stuff are there. So it's a big part of the redevelopment of the area, which I think they planned to do 20 years ago, didn't they? But never happened. International calls. 4 Town players have received international calls ahead of the break, with Nathan Broadhead, Wes Burns and Kiefer Moore in the Wales squad for their Euro 2024 playoffs. Almost certainly the largest Town contingent in any Welsh party, I think. I can't remember us having 3 players in the Wales squad before. Wales, who finished third in their group, take on Finland at the Cardiff City Stadium on Thursday the 21st of March. Should they win that tie, they will face either Poland or Estonia 5 days later for a place in the finals in Germany next summer. Cameron Burgess is in the Australia squad for their World Cup qualifiers against Lebanon. The Socceroos take on the Lebanese at the Combank Stadium in Western Sydney on Thursday 21st of March, then again at the Geo Stadium in Canberra on the following Tuesday. The qualifier in Canberra will be designated a home game for Lebanon, who have opted to play the game in Australia due to the current circumstances in the Middle East. Australia are currently top of Group I of the Asian qualifying, while Lebanon are second. Sam Morsey's been left out of the Egypt squad. Ali Al-Hamadi is understood to have asked to be omitted from the Iraq party as he's carrying a minor injury. Amari Hutchinson has been left out of the Jamaica squad for their CONCACAF Nations League games, having been included in the original 60-man provisional party. Meanwhile, family and friends of Town fan Matt Newman, who died from a brain tumour last week, aged 47, are asking fellow supporters to pay tribute with a minute's applause when the clock ticks past the 47-minute mark during Saturday's game against Sheffield Wednesday. Matt was a Town season ticket holder for 40 years and watched more than 1,200 games home and away with his dad Roger, who took him far and wide to follow Town, including a number of European trips. Matt was diagnosed with a brain tumour at age just 2 when he was given days to live by doctors at Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. However, following an operation and intensive radiotherapy, he survived but was left with physical disabilities and learning difficulties. Further to this, at the age of 29, he suffered a stroke, which impacted his health further. Matt's friends Fraser Richardson and Andy Thompson said, despite these serious health issues, Matt remained positive and upbeat, and his love and dedication to Ipswich Town was at the heart of his life, and he followed the team to more than 80 different grounds. He was a mascot in both 1985 and 1986, and in 1988 raised money for Great Ormond Street by playing a charity game in his back garden with Romeo Zondervan, David Lowe and Neil Woods, which was featured in the club programme and on local TV news. Matt was loved and will be sadly missed by all that knew him. He was Ipswich Town obsessed, and his love and dedication to the club was a focal point in his life. The club has unfortunately lost one of its most passionate and inspirational supporters.
Yeah, I'm sure every fan will be applauding on the 47th minute on Saturday. And yeah, it's sad we've lost another one of our own. So condolences to his friends and family. It's time to have a look and see what's happened on this day in the past as far as Ipswich Town is concerned. And that is brought to you in association with Fred Olsen Logistics.
Okay, on this day, the 14th of March, this is all taken from Dan Botton's Ipswich Town on this day book. 14th of March 1962 is where we're going to start. It was a Wednesday, and a packed White Hart Lane saw Alf Ramsey's side continue their march to the Division 1 title with a 3-1 victory in the first game at Spurs. Dynamic partnership, Ray Crawford and Ted Phillips scored the goals. Also, Saturday the 14th of March 1959. Good year, 1959. Do you agree? Oh, you're 58, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 58, so yeah.
59 was a good year. Clive Baker was born in North Walsham, Norfolk. Baker, an agile and consistent keeper, was the first town stopper to keep a clean sheet at Liverpool before knee injuries forced him to retire after only 58 games. And I'm afraid that is all that has happened on the 14th of March.
Clive's been on the radio show with us before, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He was a great guest, yeah, and I suspect he'll be at the reunion this week
Well,
as well.
I mean, he's handicapped as well. Haven't been born in Norfolk.
Well,
I mean, that's a hell of a hurdle, isn't it, really?
it's something to get over, isn't it?
Yeah,
It really is something to get over.
I would change that.
Just before we finish, let's do the Man v Fat results for this week. The Man v Fat guys received a boost this week when it was confirmed that they've secured the Colchester United Stadium for an 11-a-side friendly on May Day. Although looking at the pictures, it currently resembles the baseball ground of the 1970s
Say it'll be
for those of a
postponed.
certain age. Yes.
Nothing wrong with the baseball ground.
Wrong.
Thank you.
But it was like a ploughed field.
Yeah, but Derby's a
yeah.
good old team, Derby.
Go on, Callie, tell us what it was like, really.
It was good down the wings for you wingers, wasn't it?
That was the worst pitch I've ever played on. I remember playing there. Oh my God! There was there was nothing.
You stepped 2 yards off
There
the
was
touchline
literally
and
no
you were in
grass
row
on
B.
it at all.
And it stung as well. The sand has grit in it as well, wasn't it? It was horrible.
It was just mud, wasn't it?
I used to go there week in, week out as a kid.
Yep.
You know, Roy McFarlane, Colin Todd, David Nish, you know, Dave Mackay, Cluffy was the manager and stuff like that. Great times. Kicking
Yeah.
about in the mud. Alan Hinton, Kevin Hector, John O'Hare, Big Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cost a fortune in laundry bills.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And plasters.
Yes, happy days.
Yeah.
Anyway, a group loss of 8.5 kilograms this week brings the season total, everybody, to just under 200 kilograms, which is amazing. So this week's results: LA Galaxy Bar 12, Seattle Quarter Pounders 6, Toulouse a few pounds 10. He hasn't put the answer there. I don't know what he's got. Anyway, Toulouse a few pounds got 10. Far from Athletic, he hasn't put the score on, unfortunately.
They must have lost then.
Probably, yeah. Far from Athletic, I don't know.
Dozen.
Man Titty, oh crikey, Man Titty, 10. Pork Vale, 20.
Oh no! Disaster.
Disaster for Man Titty. L'Argentina 7. Dynamo Kebab 9. Congratulations to Warren Rycraft, who hit his 25% loss this week, which is a life-changing achievement. Thanks to Man v Fat Mark for that. Callie, look, thanks for being a great guest this week. You looking forward to the players' reunion?
Yeah, really looking forward. Playing golf tomorrow in the morning. And looking forward to that. And really looking forward to watching the game on Saturday because said I've got the family coming up. Can't wait.
Been quite a lot of improvements down at the ground as well, actually. So the pitch has changed around the outside. There's blue carpet around the outside. It's lovely down there now. Fantastic.
Can't wait.
They've still got a subs board though.
Have they?
Yeah.
Have they got an imprint of my bum there?
Yeah.
Good choice of seat now.
Did the gaffer used to measure you up for the seat or something just to get one big enough and all that?
That's very.
I'm not saying nothing.
We haven't actually. We should mention your goal against Wolves, which was a terrific goal, wasn't it?
Yes.
From a ridiculous angle. I think you were sort of pretty much behind the goal.
Yeah. That was my first goal. Yeah.
Talk us through that briefly.
You're crossing it again.
Do you know what? I think I toe punted it actually.
Yeah,
I think I
watched it.
jinked in and down by the line and toe punted it in the top corner.
But it was absolutely top corner, wasn't it? And it
Yeah.
was match of the day as well, wasn't it?
I think it got goal of the. Did it get goal of the month?
It was
Maybe?
definitely
Something like
nominated
that.
if it
Yeah.
didn't win
But
it,
I must say, you play for the Republic of Ireland as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you played against Brazil, and you played 90 minutes against Brazil, and you won 1-0.
Yeah.
That's a highlight.
Yeah. That was strange because
Well, you never got taken off. Was that strange enough?
it was strange because I played.
Yeah.
But I was talking. It was funny because it's like. I was talking to Millwall about going back to Millwall, negotiating bits and pieces, and I get a phone call, and this is a God's honest truth. He goes, "Hello," and I goes, "Hello." He said, "Who's this?" No, he goes, "Do you fancy a game the weekend?" I went, "Who's this?" He went, "It's Jack Charlton." I went, "Jack, this is Kevin O'Callaghan." And he went, "Oh, I'm looking for Mick Kennedy." his number was literally one digit because he lived about 20 doors away. So he said to me, now I don't know if this was a wind-up or not. So he said to me, we just got promotion, so I've been drinking for 2 weeks, and he said, "Do you fancy a game the weekend?" He said, "You played for Ireland, didn't you?" I said, "Yeah," and he hadn't picked me, and he said, "Well, come over and have a game." I didn't even know they were playing. And we get on the training pitch, he names a team and I'm playing, and it's against Brazil, yeah. And so...
It's only Brazil, yeah.
Yeah, it's only Brazil, and then we ended up winning 1-0, Liam Brady scored, and yeah, so it was weird. Whether it was a wind-up phone call, like that he knew who I was, but anyway, he said, "Oh, you played, didn't you? Where'd you play? what foot you got?" It was ridiculous.
And you also played against me as well. At Wembley.
At Wembley, yeah.
Yeah. We won
was that
2-1.
like?
We won 2-1, right?
No, you battered us, didn't you?
No, it was only 2-1.
I thought it was wasn't that the game that Lineker got a hat trick or Davenport got a hat trick? You sure?
No. I'm not sure at all now.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
And then you scored your only goal against Malta.
Was it?
The mighty Malta.
I thought it was Iceland.
No. No.
Or in
Take
Iceland.
Take Malta, mate.
Yeah, I'll take Malta.
In an 8-0 victory.
Maybe I
You
can't
got the
remember.
third goal.
Did I?
Yeah.
Can't
Were you
remember.
drinking before the game and
I
during the
maybe
game?
was, yeah. I maybe was, yeah.
Did you have beer in your water bottle at the time? No.
Did I come off the bench or did I play?
You were taken off later on in the game.
Oh, right, okay. Brilliant.
No, but I have to say, I give him stick, because he takes it really well. He gives me stick. He was a great teammate. He was great to have about. We valued him so much to be part of our squad. He was full of life, full of joy, and he always had. If he got stick from Fergie, if he got stick from anybody, he always came back well, and he was always laughing and joking. Fabulous professional, really was.
Well, you've been a great guest tonight, Kevin O'Callaghan.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Enjoy the reunion dinner.
Thanks a lot.
That's it for this week. Thank you, boys, very much. Thank you, Capacity Crowd. You've been amazing. Don't forget to keep in touch with us on our website, lifesapitch.tv. Check out the socials, Facebook, Insta, and X, and on YouTube. Please continue to like and subscribe to the channel. It does make all the difference. We're just shy of 5,000 subscribers, so we'd really love to hit that. So if you're watching and you don't subscribe, just do that for us. That would be great. Thanks again to our main sponsors, DPS Tech, who also sponsor The Sofa. We're also sponsored and supported by All About Hearing, marketing company Ginger Pickle, Forward Floors, Come Hither Design, the Hudson Group, Sound4 Pro Audio, Fred Olsen Logistics, John Keeble Cars in Bramford, the Dove in St Helens Street, Ipswich, and Ashford Wright. Thank you, Capacity Crowd. Up the town. We'll be back next week with Tommy Smith next week. See you then. Bye-bye.